Hey guys, so today's video is going to be on sewing essentials that I think every seamstress needs. I'm just sharing with you guys some of the tools that I think are a must-have and that are a part of my sewing kit. So, for number one, every seamstress needs a great pair of scissors. And what I mean by a good pair of scissors, I mean you want to invest in some great fabric scissors. You can find fabric scissors at most fabric stores, and you can definitely find them at Joann's. Joann's is known for having a lot of supplies and a range of fabric scissors that you can choose from. And if you don't have a Joann's by you, the good thing is you can order online or purchase in the store with coupon codes, as well as online with the coupon codes. So here are some scissors that I got at Joann's. This is part of their Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but this was from over 3 years ago. And these scissors cost me about $9.99. Until this day, I still use them and they work pretty good. And these are the Ginger scissors. They are pretty pricey. This cost me $60. And yeah, so if you're looking for more, like, less expensive scissors, they definitely have them, but the Gingers are the most priciest, one of the most priciest. And here are some scissors that I got at a fabric store in Los Angeles. This cost me $9.99, and I got this over 3 years ago as well, and till this day I still use them. So yeah, you definitely want to invest in some great fabric scissors, especially when making garments for your clients, because you want to give your garment that nice, clean, finished cut, and overall have that your garments looking good on the outside as well as the inside. Also, you want to get some thread snips. I got these thread snips at Joann's, and then I have these thread snips from the 99-cent store. So yeah, the ones at Joann's cost about $4.99, and this came with a sewing kit at the 99-cent store. So yeah, this actually worked pretty good, and I've been having this for over 4 years. And yeah, it just snips the threads. So these are really good to use when snipping the threads as you sew, so you won't have any threads hanging on your garments. So you also want to invest in a pin cushion. I have a tutorial on my website on how to make your own pin cushion. And also, if you don't want to make your pin cushion, you can invest in the ones that, like, most fabric stores, which have that tomato pin cushion. But you also have these. You can get these on eBay, and you might find these at some fabric store. I know Joann have these, but I got this with my dress form from PGM. This is the one that goes on your wrist, and you can kind of pull from your wrist as you're pinning your garments. And then you have the magnetic one like this. So what I like about this is when I have needles on my floor, I usually swipe this across the carpet, and it just pulls up all the needles that are in the carpet. And it also has this little compartment where you could put your smaller needles, and it's closed right up. And if you're like on a budget friendly, I also should suggest getting one of these little boxes. I got this from Staples. This was $1, and this is where I store some of my needles and stuff like that. And then you have these. You can get these at the 99-cent store. It comes like 3 or 4 in a pack, and these are really good for storing needles. And then I also have this pin cushion here. I got this at a fashion show when I won first place. And this is a pin cushion. I haven't seen this at any fabric stores, but I know you can order these on eBay, and I think this is really cute. So yeah, these are ways you can store your needles. So definitely check out my blog, and if you have any scrap fabric, check that out so you can make your own pin cushion. You also need some rulers. I definitely suggest getting a grid ruler. You can buy this at Joann's, buy this on eBay, buy this at fabric stores. A lot of fabric stores hold the grid ruler. These are good for finding perpendicular lines, and these are good for finding the bias on your fabric. And if you're more on the budget friendly list, then you definitely want to invest in a clear ruler from like the 99-cent store. It's not a grid ruler, but it's clear and you can see through it, so that's really good when making markings on your fabric. Another thing to add to your sewing kit is this loop turner. If you haven't already, make sure to check out the tutorial that I have on my channel on how to use this loop turner. This is really good for making dress straps or little straps for your purse or little straps for the back of your top, blouses and gowns and stuff like that. So yeah, this is a really good thing to add to your sewing kit. And also measuring tape. You can get this at the 99-cent store. And then you have the ones like this that pulls out and have this little button here so it can trace it back into the little kit thing. So yeah, I got this at a fabric store in LA. I believe Joann's have it, and I did see it at a Japanese store called Daiso, if you're familiar with that store. And I took a picture of the little cute bear one that they have, so I'll probably put that up somewhere on the screen here. Every seamstress definitely need some sewing needles. You can get these sewing needles, of course, at any fabric store. You can get them definitely at Joann's. But to be budget friendly, you can purchase these at the 99-cent store. And I got this pack at the 99-cent store. And it has 7 hand needles with all different sizes. So these are really good as far as sewing needles are good for making blind stitch, hemming with your hands and doing slip stitch and stuff like that. And then also for your bobbins, I got this little case at a place called Daiso. This is where I store my little bobbins in. This cost me $1. But before I found this little cute little box, which is actually an eyelash case, I used to store my bobbins in the little vitamin case that's marked from Monday through Sunday. But yeah, this is where I store my bobbins at. And I know Joann's have like this little wooden thing where you can store your bobbins. So I'm probably going to be investing in one of those soon. But to be budget friendly, if you want, you can get one of those little peel cases and put your bobbins in a case like this. Another must-have is a seam ripper. This is good for removing those unwanted stitches. You can find this at Joann's. I believe I got this at Joann's, but I do have some that I got from the 99-cent store. But the thing about the ones at the 99-cent store are they're not as long as this one. They're actually a little shorter, but they get the job done. And yeah, so this is a lifesaver. So definitely add this to your kit in case you make any mistakes when you're sewing your garments. Also, tailor chalk. Wax is the best tailor chalk. This is a wax tailor chalk. I got this for $1 at a fabric store in Los Angeles. You can purchase these at Joann's as well. You also have, besides tailor chalks, as far as making markings on your garments, you can invest in some invisible markers. I used to have them. I prefer tailor chalk over the invisible markers. And also, another budget-friendly way of making markings on your garment is to use the last little bit of your soap. I used to use those edges when your soap gets so little and it becomes kind of like this tailor chalk here. Use those edges and to make those markings on your garment. It really works and it's easy to get off, just like the tailor chalk. So I have here is my tracing wheel. This is the needle wheel. This is more pointy. These are good for making markings from paper surface to fabric surface. I think I have a tutorial of me using this. I'll leave the link at the bottom in the description bar. This was used from me making a t-shirt pattern from using a previously made t-shirt. So yeah, this really comes in handy, especially if you're a pattern maker. And then we have the rotary cutter. I use these when making straps. It gives you that nice straight line. So it's kind of like a pizza cutter. And when you're using this, you definitely want to use it on a cutting mat, or it can cut up or make markings on the table that you're cutting on. So yeah, this is a good investment. I like using this when I'm making straps and you want to get that nice, clean, straight cut. And I meant to include, if you're more on the budget friendly side and you don't want to get the magnetic pin holder or the pin cushion just yet, what I like to do is take like my old hair products, and what I do is store them in the little hair jars like this and just screw this on top. And what I like about this is you can just screw it on top and none of the pins come out of here. So this is another way to store your pins and needles if you don't want to do the pin cushion just yet. But last but not least, let's just have a moment. I've been wanting to show you guys this for a very long time. It's just so beautiful. The moment you all been waiting for, the storage box. I got this at Joann's. The way I used to store my threads were like in plastic baggies, like Ziploc bags, or I used to store them in like little storage box, but this is probably the best way to store them. This is what the inside look like, and it's easy to take out. And what I like about this is you can hang this up on the wall if you wanted to, or you can carry it around if you're traveling and whatnot. So yeah, I have all my little threads here, and then I have my all-purpose threads on this side. And yeah, this is really one of the best investments that I made. But it actually didn't cost that much. I used my 40% off coupon. So that really helped. I think with that coupon I only paid like $7.99 for this. Or it could have been cheaper. But yeah, it was a great investment. So now I don't have to worry about my threads getting tangled, or me looking through my box of thread trying to find the right color for whatever garment I was making. So yeah, definitely, if you have the money, definitely invest in this storage box here, so you can put all your threads in. Great investment, especially for me, since I do teach sewing classes, but I travel to teach them, so I can take this with me while I'm on the go and whatnot. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video on some sewing essentials that I think every seamstress need. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment box below. I always answer questions. Also, feel free to email me if you want, and check out my vlog, because I always have additional tutorials on there. And yeah, so I'll see you guys next week for a new video. Peace. Peace. So if you follow me on my Instagram page, a lot of my followers have been asking me how do I do my little spaghetti straps on my dresses and jumpsuits. So I'm going to demonstrate today how to do these little spaghetti straps as shown on this dress that I have. It's pretty simple. All you need is this tool called a loop turner. Now what a loop turner is what most fashion designers use to make these little spaghetti straps for like their dresses and jumpsuits and so on.